You're obviously still undecided, U.S., Mexico. What'd you think of both their World Cups?
I was thinking they could have used a 9.
Which one?
Both of them. Both of them. But, yeah, I mean, I was supporting both, watching both games. I have friends that play on both. So, yeah, of course, I have to support both. And, yeah, it was fun to watch.
You're coming off a pretty good season with FC Cincinnati.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was all right.
It was all right.
What's next for you? Like, obviously you want to keep growing. So, like, on your checklist of, okay, I got to work on this. What are the next things?
Checklists for this year, probably debut with national team. Break my record because I always want to best myself. And then hopefully I can make a jump over to Europe. That's a goal of mine.
So, per reports that we had read, Chivas was very interested in you. There was interest abroad as well. I believe it was Chris Albright that said you're not going anywhere this season. They're focusing on an MLS championship.
Yep.
How real was this interest abroad? What can you tell us? And your thoughts on staying with Cincinnati for another season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the interest was exciting. You know, I grew up with a Chivas jersey in my closet, so seeing that they put a big bid in for me was exciting.
Well,
but
big bid. What's a big bid?
I mean, from what my agents told me, it was like $7 million. Yeah,
$7 million. Right.
I mean, that's big to me,
yeah.
I guess.
No, it's massive.
So yeah, it was really exciting. It was an honor. But at the end of the day, I think my objective was to head over to Europe. That's the next goal on my list. And talking with Cincinnati, they were telling me, well, how big of a piece I am for the team, and I love the city, I love the fans, stadium, the training ground, the coaching staff, my teammates. So I wasn't ready to leave just yet. So I want to see where we can get to with Cincinnati.
It sounds like you're flattered by the Liga MX Chivas interest, but you want Europe. Is that fair?
That's pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it such a difference there? Why is Europe so solely that focus for you?
I think for me, I've wanted to go over there my whole career, and being in a good moment and being able to go over there is an opportunity not a lot of people get to do. More players nowadays than before, but yeah, it's still an opportunity that not a lot of players get. So if I can get that opportunity sooner rather than later, I'll take it.
What kind of football are you looking for? What brand of football are you looking for in Europe?
I think my style of play, being a target striker and crashing in the box and scoring goals off crosses and services, England would fit me well. Germany as well. France maybe.
Does it matter if it's championship, Premier League? Are you good with both?
I'll do both.
Where has, because we know the interest from Chivas is reported, not specifically clubs, but like leagues, where do you feel like the most interest is for you right now? Like what leagues are talking to your agents? Where do you see yourself most likely to land?
What I've heard is Germany.
Really?
What I've heard is Germany. So yeah, I before I went to Atlanta United, I was actually really close to going to Germany. So I started learning German, so I've still been studying it. I'm ready whenever I go.
Okay, he's prepared.
Brendan Vazquez, a very thoughtful interview there in San Jose at MLS Media Day. What'd you make of it, Herc?
You know, I came away very impressed with Brendan Vazquez. We get to talk to a lot of players, a lot of dual nats, a lot of Mexican Americans, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's very self-aware of his situation, of what he wants and his goals. He's a guy that's really impressed me, and I know a lot of people see this type of season and think maybe a flash in the pan. I don't think so. He's got tons of intangibles. I think he knows his strengths. I think he knows what he needs to work on, and he has his sets and his goals, and they're very clear.
I like that, right? I like that despite the interest from Chivas, the obvious emotional tie to Chivas. Chivas is even from a guy wearing an America shirt, it's a big deal for Chivas to want you. And so for him to say, you know, I understand why the club is saying thanks, but no thanks, but for me it's also thanks and no thanks, that tells you about his ambition. Like, he definitely wants to be in Europe. You think he could make the jump to the Bundesliga right now?
Listen, man, that big a frame, that soft of feet, good in the air, decent speed, the ability to get others involved. It's a very attractive option, but he's 24 right now, so he is behind the 8 ball. But I love the mentality, and if he can get there, I have no doubt that he can succeed.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.